It's not about romance, but all about finances. Friends, relatives, groups of people are all buying houses together. And stats from Zillow tell us people aren't waiting for marriage to get a mortgage. Take a look. Young unmarried couples buying homes together jumped 14% in the past 9 years. But on the other hand, single people buying homes on their own dropped 3%. It's dinner time at the Newfield house in Lake City. A meal cooked by the family. Enjoyed by this tight trio, a journey that started 10 years ago when the Newfields moved to Seattle from Winnipeg with an idea for community on a budget. Then they met the Lins.
We were here about a year in conversation with them and others about the idea of living together with other unrelated adults.
Back in 2008, the Lins and the Newfields co-bought this property. The Lins on the main floor and the Newfields in the basement with a separate entrance.
The idea of sharing the mortgage payment was a huge asset, and splitting all the utilities made for a very, very affordable footprint those years that we were living together.
Living together in a co-buying relationship. And it continues to grow in popularity in Seattle as the growing housing costs soar out of budget for many.
Necessity has been the main driver of the co-buying experience.
An experienced owner-broker at Infiniti Real Estate and Development, Eva Otto knows firsthand after co-buying with her brother years ago.
We had a lifetime of trust built up between us, and we knew that we both wanted to make a real estate investment, and so we did it together.
Otto joined a panel of experts at this informational session for website gocobuy.com. Co-founder Matt Holmes says you can co-buy on your own, but he started this site to streamline the process, answer common questions, and provide context of certified experts who know how to help co-buyers.
People can log on, build consensus, be connected with a lender, eventually be connected with a real estate agent who can help quarterback them through the process.
It takes you step by step from interested buyer to homeowner, and people at all stages were at this informational session, including Microsoft employee Aaron Malveaux.
I always thought, two married people would buy a home together. I never thought that unmarried people or just groups of friends could buy homes together.
That possibility could be Malveaux's reality as the native Texan gets used to the sticker shock in Seattle.
Homes in Houston cost a fraction of what they cost in Seattle.
According to Zillow, the average home in Houston costs less than half the price of an average home in Seattle. So the idea of co-buying?
This is definitely a great option for me.
But Holmes insists money shouldn't be the only concern. GoCobuy.com poses more challenging and uncomfortable questions for potential co-buyers.
How do you pay? Do you have a joint bank account? And then what happens if somebody wants to leave?
On the site, potential buyers can answer all of those questions up front before they face challenges.
What happens if you break up? What happens if one of you decides to move? What happens if one of you dies?
Those answers then turn into a legally binding contract.
Having a written agreement in place, not so you can take your buddy to court, but just so ex ante you have this understanding.
Jonathan Newfield says they didn't discuss all the possible outcomes, but had the finances spelled out.
We would have had the financial documents which described who had what share and investment in the property itself.
They lived in that home for 6 years before deciding to redevelop the property.
B entrances are the apartment entrances, and the A entrances are the houses off the middle.
This is where the old house used to sit.
Subdividing the property, the original one property, into 4 separate properties so that everybody has their own house. It's all legally titled to each individual house.
Otto is the realtor and says what the Newfields and Lins did is the perfect co-buying long-term plan. She says more problems arise when people co-buy a single-family home, and there's no clear divide on space or ownership.
Buying a duplex with your friends, living there for 3 to 5 years, and then tearing that duplex down and building 2 separate single-family homes and subdividing that lot.
And Newfield says he appreciates their original co-buying agreement that helped them save money to build their dream property.
We have a place we can afford in a community that we love.
So you heard from the experts. Do your research, and along with GoCobuy.com, there are other trusted sites like Redfin and Realtor.com with co-buying guides as well. And we posted all of them on our website at Q13fox.com. Reporting from Seattle, Nadia Romero, Q13 News.